Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about join clauses, which a lot of people have difficulty understanding it, and it's a very simple concept and I'll make it very clear. And first of all, talking about join clauses, we have to remember these things: a relational database, which is relationship of database, and database, which is a closet of data or the base of data where data is stored. So after understanding this, you have to know that database stores data in tabular format, which is in table, and they have rows and columns. That's the basic thing you need to know before starting join clause. And now let's get it started. So for join, there are different types of joins, which is inner join, left join, right join, and full outer join. So what is inner join? We'll talk about it. So think about this as table 1, and think about this as table 2. I'll write it down: table 1, then table 2. So these tables in a database have different rows and columns, but we need data from both the table. So how is that possible? Is by using join clause. We combine these two tables and then get the data from those tables. So for this, what we gotta do is, starting with inner join, this is table 1, this is table 2. Suppose here is different columns in this table. Let's say ID, name, school, phone, and this table has ID, name, address, phone, email, something like that. So every data in this table is uniquely identified by something called primary key, which is this. Think about it as this. So you are a citizen of the United States. You all have citizenship number, or let's say social security number. That social security number can only be one. No two people can have the same social security number. So think about, in this table, suppose ID is 1, there's only one record which have that ID 1. Let's say my name is Kushal, so I have number 1, and your name might be Jack or something. You might have number 2, but we can't share the same ID. It's not, 1 can only be Kushal and 2 can only be John or Jack. So this is called primary key. It's a unique identifier of the record. And we have another table which have similar kind of data here, and this primary key is related to this foreign key because this is primary key, and there's matching records in this table which is called foreign key, and based on that relationship we can get out data from these two joined tables. This is how it simply works. So talking about it, we can delete this and start inner join. Please let me know if you haven't understand any concept. I'll try to answer a question in the comment box or make another video about it. So inner join, in table 1 and table 2, there are rows which are both present in table 1 and table 2. Inner join only returns those rows which are in both 1 and 2, and based on the relationship between the column, which in this case is that ID column from both table. So only that data, that rows which match in both 1 and 2 is resulted or returned by this inner join class. So moving to left join now. Left join, what it means is we have the data which match both 1 and 2 table, or left table or right table. Think about left as table 1, right as table 2. We have these matching records. So left join, basically what it does is it will get all the data from left table or table 1 and also the matching rows or records from table 1 and 2. So think about it as a Venn diagram. So these records are shown up, and deleting this, let's delete this too. Now right join, what right join do is exactly opposite of left join, which is this, all the record from table 2 and the matching record from table 1 and 2. This is pretty straightforward. If I will also work around it in SQL, so I'll show you the command how it is done, but basically get this concept so it will be easier moving forward. And now last but not least, let's talk about full outer join. Let's do this. Full outer join. So what this basically means is all the records from table 1 and table 2 and the matching record from table 1 and 2. Basically all the records from table 1 and 2 is full outer join. So we will discuss about this and work around it. Please let me know if you have any question. So now let's get this started. What I did is this is pgadmin 4 PostgreSQL, which is pretty much similar to MySQL Workbench. I already loaded the schema and the data there. So what we're gonna do is inner join. First of all, let's see what table we have. We have 3 tables. One is company department with column ID, department, division name, and we have company regions with 3 columns, and we have employee with 8 columns. For this tutorial, I'll just use company department and employees. For that, I will select everything from the schema name is data dot company department is the table name. So what is a schema? Schema basically means the blueprint of the database. So don't worry about that much. It's just this table, this dot means we are using this schema and the table is this. Just remember that. It's pretty straightforward. Just remember this table, company department. And we'll use inner join. What we will join now is the employee table. So data, which is the schema, dot, the table name is employees. This is the table name. And we will join these on the condition that what are related here. This ID and ID. These are related. So we will use employees dot ID equals, it can be employees dot ID equals or company departments dot ID. It don't really matter. You can choose this or this. This basically means the same. So what we do is we're gonna execute it, and we will get all the matching IDs. Like there are 22 of the rows which match in these 2 tables. So this is what inner join is. Like I showed you before, in these 2 tables, this table 1, let's say table 1, and this table 2. So this table 1 and table 2 are two different tables, and we will match in the condition that these employee ID and column company department ID are related columns from these two tables. So that basically is inner join. So now let's do left join. What left join means is all the data from table 1 and the matching records or data from table 1 and table 2, like we saw in the graph before, right? So what we're gonna do is execute this, and it will return all these things. But now we only need let's say some columns. Let's say department name, and division name from table 1, and last name. So in this query, you will see department name, division name, and last name being executed, and these are the matching from table 1 and table 2, and then all the records from table 1. So this is left join. And whereas in right join, let's do this. See, we'll have all the records from this, all the 8 columns, even though there are null values in table 1. So basically what this do is it will get all the data from table 2 and then the matching value of table 1 and 2. It's exactly opposite of left join. So we can also do this. We can do department. I have copied it. Yeah. See, there's thousands of records. Since we specified this, it will show up. But the main concept, it will show all the data from table 2 and only the selective data from table 1. Even though there is null, it will still show. Yeah, that's the concept of right join. Now we'll move on to outer join. What full outer join is all the records from table 1 and table 2, or right table or left table, and it combines all of them and presents the result based on the matching columns. See, even if there's null and so many of these records, it will still show it. It will show all of this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these are the basic concept of join, and I'm using PostgreSQL. I find it easier because I moved on from MySQL and SQL Server, and it's also open source. It's very easy to use, just like MySQL. But it might be a little bit complicated doing the setup. Please watch my other video to set up how to set up PostgreSQL, and then you can follow this tutorial and just use join, and it's all the capabilities of join in your practice session or your exams. I hope this was helpful. If you didn't understand anything or I missed something about join clause, please write comment below, and I'll be happy to make another video or reply in your comment. Thank you very much. Please like, share and subscribe.